Damn, that's loud.
Oh, we're in? Okay. Hey, what's up? It's the Eric and Carson show. And trust me, John, I'm Eric. It's okay. He didn't recognize me when I came in here.
I know. He like comes up to me. Who's that guy?
Yeah, I know.
That's
like,
Eric.
okay, so I'm not wearing a fucking hat today. Sometimes I have business I have to conduct. So therefore I have to go and do things.
Don't worry. We're not getting a job, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We won't be on the air anytime soon, folks. That's absolutely not the case. We actually have been sitting here looking through All Access because that's what we do. Yes, this is the Eric and Carson podcast show, and we are. I don't know.
I'm eating.
Carson's having some nice Big Johns, so
That's good, dude.
he knocked over an old lady and got some money, and now he's actually can eat. So like, it was the last. Wow, you really have fucking ate the shit out of that. Mm-hmm. You really haven't had Big Johns in a while, have you? And that was your thing. That was your thing for the longest time.
Like, was it?
Like, I'm surprised we never actually got any like sponsorships or anything like that from them, because we totally could have. Like, that would have made a lot of sense had we actually just had you come, somebody give you Big Johns every day, have them swing by.
Yeah, the problem is that sales couldn't sell it.
Yeah. Well,
Big surprise.
actually, no. What's really funny is that the guy that was that's their agency was in the building.
What?
Yeah, Rod Pryan.
No kidding.
He's their agency. Well, it's fine. I suppose we could have just asked him, and I imagine that would have been all taken care of.
I had no idea. I didn't know he had an ad agency.
Really? Yeah. Dude, people do all kinds of shit just to make a little extra. It makes a little extra scratch, and trust me, I'm starting to understand why they do people and stuff like that.
No kidding.
How about how about the I don't know what I want to start with.
I got a bridge card.
Wow.
Yeah, buddy. Let me tell you something. If you're broke and you can't pay your bills, go down to the McCree building, which is the courthouse in downtown Flint.
Yeah, the one I told you about. I feel like I'm responsible for this.
And
I did start this on the way.
You have to go upstairs
Yep,
to the
you do.
human resource department.
Yep.
And I got me a bridge card, and also they're paying my power bill since I can't pay it.
Nice.
Which is really cool.
See, I was going to do that, but then like I was the unemployment I was getting was covering everything pretty well, so I never actually wound up doing it. But now you're getting free food from the government. How does this bridge card work? Is there limitations on it? What's happening with it?
I get $3.23 a month. It comes in on the 1st, and that's it.
Wow, that seems high actually.
That's because we don't make any money at my house.
Really? So like.
Total gross income of my household is $1,000 a month.
Are there places you can't use that? What like what?
As far as I know, you can use it anywhere.
There's got to be limits. Like I imagine you can't go to Oliver T's. Like it's
got to be like groceries.
Okay, so it can't be high end shit.
You keep yeah. If they accept it, you can.
Wow.
I just can't go to like restaurants or fast food or anything like that.
Okay, so that it doesn't work there.
As long as it's food, yeah, you're golden.
Wow.
Yeah.
No alcohol though. No.
No, actually, I guess there was a big bust here 2-3 weeks ago, something like that. If you'll notice, I don't know if you noticed, but some gas stations shut down around the area.
Really?
That were like just open one day and shut down the next.
Yeah.
Apparently, what happened was they did a big bust because gas stations will let people pay with their food card or whatever, and they were like buying cigarettes and alcohol and gas and stuff like that.
That's a buyer's market right there.
Yeah, and they just let them put it on their food card. Well, I guess there was a big bust, and a lot of like gas stations and shit got shut down.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, there's one down the corner from me. I won't say where, but yeah.
So you got why not? Fuck it.
I heard that's what happened to them, but I don't know for sure. But yeah.
You're getting free food from the government, and I understand that you're not so sure whether or not you're going to actually move back to Georgia now.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay
because you lose the bridge card if you go back to
yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah, lose that. Yeah.
And they won't pay your bills.
Yep. The main thing is coming up with rent right now, which I got like 3 different people supposed to buy my car on Friday when they get paid. So.
Right.
We'll see what happens with that, but I'm trying to stay right now, man. I'm trying to hold out from this unemployment. I know you got a call on Tuesday.
I did,
and they said it should be sometime soon.
Well, because right now, as it stands, I can't. My girlfriend and we can't pay rent on Friday,
right?
Which is when it's due. We just can't afford it.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna eat the fact that as soon as that sometime in February we got to come up with rent money and $50 to pay the rent. To pay the
late fee.
To pay the late fee, yeah.
Right.
So that's just kind of where we're at with it. Because that's the problem is like I've never been fucking late on rent ever, but like this is where we're at.
Yeah, if you can't pay it, you can't pay it. And I've already called my landlord and I told her I was like, look, there might be a chance I might not have rent for you.
What'd she say?
And she said, well, call me if that happens and we'll work something out. So.
Oh, so she is willing to work with you.
Yeah.
All right, so like what? Is it maybe she might do like a thing where it's a payment plan that happens throughout the month of February?
Well, the plan is right now, if I can't sell that car, then we're going to send her half the rent because Lisa gets paid today.
Okay.
But if we can sell the car, then I'm going to get my cell phones turned back on with that.
Yeah, because your phones are all the way off now.
Yeah, they're done now.
Okay.
So I have no communication with the outside world whatsoever now.
I actually just went over to Carson's house and picked him up today.
Yep.
Because you didn't have a ride to this, did you? And you were just hoping that I thought to drive by. All right.
I really was thinking that I was going to get a call about 3:05 going, hey, where you at?
From what?
Yeah,
Who'd you get a call to?
Yesterday I could still receive calls.
Yeah,
But not now.
Let me show you something.
It doesn't work anymore.
This is actually the people that are ringing your bell today. This is what they're hearing right here. There you go. There's calling.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. The number you dialed has been changed, disconnected, or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording,
That, by the way, when I heard that, I said to myself, you know what? I don't think it's been changed.
No,
I think it's actually been disconnected.
Yep. Definitely not changed. But that's nice. At least that people can think I just changed my number and I'm not broke.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nice of them. They just didn't answer the phone. Welcome to Verizon Wireless. This piece of shit did not pay his bill. Therefore, you can't call his stupid ass.
My girlfriend got shut off yesterday.
Nice.
Here's her.
By the way, the topic conversation in the chat room here is everybody don't want to know what the hell you're dressed up for. So
Huh?
Everybody wants to know what the hell Eric is dressed up for.
Funeral.
I had a thing. Funeral? No funeral.
Bar mitzvah.
Wait a second.
Hers apparently goes to voicemail at least.
Hers goes to voicemail. Oh, look. There you go. Watch, it'll be her picking up going, fucking what?
Hey, it's Megan. I can't get to my phone right now, so if you leave me one message after one phone call.
What a cunty little... By the way, she has a very cunty little message, I think.
One message after one phone call.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is that for? She's like, oh, it's a long story from years ago. Apparently, there was somebody that would call her a lot. And I'm like, dude, fucking change it. That is very cunty.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you expect to get a fucking job?
If you could leave one message after one phone call,
Yeah.
Don't call again, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't have your weed.
I know, no fucking kidding.
She's like the drug dealer that you call over and over every 20 minutes when you're waiting. Everybody in their early 20s remembers that.
So, but are people still wondering why I'm dressed up? Should I come up with an answer?
That, and also they're also saying Carson was walking Dort Highway, and
Yeah, exactly.
What's the point?
yeah. Anyway,
We were driving it earlier.
and then somebody responded and said her girlfriend got shut off, and I said I think he means her phone. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do mean her phone. I didn't just throw her out because I need her to pay money.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay,
That's
we'll keep
what
her
you're
around.
dressed up for, right? You want to impress her, right?
Yeah, I got to impress her because she's dude. It was so fucking funny.
Let's be honest. He just hasn't done laundry, and that's the only thing left clean.
This is the only thing I have clean anymore is a tie and a shirt.
And it looks silly with just a shirt, so you might as well throw on the tie.
Yeah, exactly. If you're just walking around with because the guys just walk around with the white shirt with no tie, you look really fucking weird.
Well, I would say the addition of pants would be really recommended in this type of weather too.
Well,
so.
you gotta have
got
pants
pants.
on. But can they see my pants?
I think so at this camera angle.
Okay,
so they
fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I've got. What are you gonna do? I like this coat too. I have a nice.
That's
coat.
a nice coat.
Thank
This is
you.
a nice coat.
It's What was I gonna go? What was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh, so fucking a couple days ago. I think it was. It was Wednesday. Was it yesterday? No, it wasn't yesterday. It was some fucking forget when it was. Yeah, it certainly wasn't Wednesday. Maybe it was actually
Monday
Tuesday.
or Tuesday.
I'm sitting there at my fucking house playing video games, and just kind of doing whatever. And Megan comes home, and she just is like, and of course it's bad news. She just comes in, she's like, okay, you need to turn that off. We have to talk. And then basically what wound up happening. And of course, as soon as she comes in, I'm like, this is really bad. Okay,
right.
something fucking awful is about to happen. And then so she says to me, she's like, well, basically what happened is her financial aid got fucked up. So she owes like $1,500.
Oh, for school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Same thing happened with Lisa when she graduated.
and then she goes, she's like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, oh, well, that's fine. I'm like, fuck it, we'll figure it out. No big deal. Then she's like, I thought you'd be mad at me. I'm like, honey, I'm getting to the point where money problems are so fucking just normal. It's
Who
like
cares?
It's like, oh really? Oh, there's more issues. Fuck it, it's cool.
Yeah, I don't care
This
anymore.
whole goddamn country is going through this.
It is too, and like I know you guys remember here a couple 3 weeks ago I was about ready to kill myself, and now I'm to the point of I don't care anymore. Like what the fuck are you gonna do? You're gonna evict me? Seriously?
Yeah.
You can't make you can't sell this house
Yeah.
for what you owe on it.
Yeah, exactly.
And if I leave, guess what? You're gonna have to pay a power bill to keep every fucking pipe from bursting in the fucking winter if I leave.
Yeah.
And it's gonna cost you legal fees to get me out of this bitch because you will have to evict me.
Exactly.
You know, so it's like, bring it the fuck on.
Yeah.
Who cares? I am fucking over stressing this shit. I'm over it all. Like my cell phone got shut off. I don't give a fuck.
Good.
My power bill got paid. Good. I don't care if it didn't. I'm over it. I don't give a fuck anymore. If the plan is for me to live on the fucking streets or have to move to Georgia, what the fuck ever, I don't care anymore. I'm done stressing about this shit. I just check my account when somebody comes over. I'll borrow their phone and check my bank account and see if the fucking money's in there yet.
You know, and that's all you can do.
Yeah, I mean,
That's fine.
really it, man.
Because the thing is that everybody's kind of going through this, and the problem is that, well, obviously you and I have been dealing with this for quite some time now. So you can either just kind of understand that you can just kind of live in the hope that everything's gonna get back to what it used to be.
Yeah.
Which I think it will. I mean, honest to God.
You got to. You know what? In our situations, you have to rely on that hope because
Yeah.
if not, the alternative sucks.
Yeah.
Like if you start going to that dark side of it, and this just bad. I went there for a solid week, and I was like miserable.
Really, was it like maybe
3 weeks ago?
Maybe 2 weeks ago?
Was it 2 or 3 weeks ago? Yeah. But I mean, and it's so easy to let yourself go into that dark, depressed fucking place in your head. And it's a fight to keep a positive attitude and hope this shit will work out. But that's your only choice. If not, you're gonna fucking kill yourself.
It's so weird. When you see this kind of shit happening, and really, I've kind of taken. It's just like I was telling you a couple of weeks ago when you were going through it. I've taken this tact of just like I'm not gonna let this beat me. You know,
No.
I just can't. I just have to. You've got to get to the. This you got to see what you're fucking made of.
Yep.
And the thing is that there's never going to be nobody's ever going to have a life where everything's just super fucking easy. I guarantee you, even people that are ridiculously rich have bad days.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Because and trust me, I mean, I remember when you and I were really at the top of our game. At the height of our popularity in radio, and looking back, having the really good days.
Yep.
I remember we come in and bitch about shit.
Oh yeah, all the time. Me especially.
Yeah, and the thing is that there is no fucking reason to bitch about shit.
I tell you what, this whole experience has really humbled me.
Yeah.
And B, really made me appreciate what I had at one point. Mm-hmm. And if I get there again, it'll make me, be a lot more thankful for it. But
yeah, I think so too.
There's little things that I've already decided I'm going to do different. Like when I get to working again, I'm probably going to donate to food banks and stuff like that.
Yes.
Because that's shit that I'm relying on now to fucking, like I'm going to Angel Food on the 1st.
Right.
And Angel Food Ministries. I got to figure out where it's at. I hear it's around here somewhere.
Yeah.
But you can get like fucking this ton of food for like $30 with your bridge card. And since I have one, and it goes in on the 1st, I got money on it.
Right.
Then I'm going to do that. But like that, just little things like that. Like I'm probably going to start trying to donate, at least, $10-20 out of each check to a food bank or to something, and fuck when people, call up bitching about, I don't have a job, I can't do this, and maybe we do try to get them some help,
Yeah.
which we have done in the past,
Remember we used to do that for Army dudes.
Yep, we gave Army dudes jobs. We hooked a lot of people up with that deal.
Yes, we did. I forgot about that until you just said it.
That one guy we hooked up with somebody in Swartz Creek, I remember.
Yeah, we did.
Some glass company or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
but it's a thing of when you get everything you've ever worked for taken away from you, and now you're sitting back going, you really realize just how good you had it and just how unappreciative I was of everything. You know what I mean? Like I took so much shit for granted.
Yeah.
That I will never. This has really taught me that not to take shit for granted.
And that's the only thing. That's the thing about situations like this is you got to make sure that you fucking can actually get something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That way you will be more appreciative, because if you go through this bullshit and you learn nothing, then
you're a retard.
Then you just basically suffered for absolutely nothing at all. And it's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see what it's going to be when everything gets back to normal.
Yeah,
that's going to be really interesting to see what it is.
Another thing is I'm going to have me one fuck of a nest egg once I get working again. Like used to, if I had some extra money, I'd throw it in the savings account, and it'd hover somewhere around $500.
That's interesting. I blew it every time. I blew my wad.
Yeah, like I'd get to the point of I'd save up like $500, and like I'd go blow it, or the car would break, or something. Dude, every check I get, 10% going in savings, not being fucking touched ever again.
And remember, we were always maxing out like the places we lived.
Oh yeah,
we'd always go in the nicest place we could find. I'm gonna live below my means.
Yeah.
I like that one dude, Drew from Drew and Mike. How apparently like he used to just basically live in a 1-bedroom apartment, even though he was making shitloads of money, and just fucking put it back. And I imagine the reason why he had no problem just walking away from that job is because he probably had millions stashed back.
I've decided the same thing. Like I got a good deal on my house for rent, because if I was getting a 2-bedroom apartment, I'd probably be paying more, honestly. But like when we go somewhere else, it's the same thing. I'm gonna find me a cheap ass little fucking house, just big enough, and that's it, man. I'm like gonna get me a car that runs good, but it ain't gonna be a brand new car, and fuck it, man.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna have money in the fucking bank, and I'm gonna try to help people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be, and that's a good idea. That's a good thing to do. God damn it. It's all, what a warm and fuzzy show this is. All the dark and angry shit you've been hearing before, and now you're hearing this.
Yeah. It's got to work out eventually.
So you watch CNN all day. What jumps out at you?
It's on in the background. I'll say it like that.
You didn't notice the Blagojevich guy sitting there pleading his case?
Oh yeah. That's been the main story on there. Is that
how about compare? How arrogant do you have to be to compare yourself to Gandhi,
motherfucker? Jesus, he's a cocky son of a bitch.
He really does think he is who he thinks he is.
Yeah, he thinks he's like Jesus Christ reincarnated, dude.
He does, dude. He actually brings up shit like that. Like he says, well, I look at it just like Martin Luther King went through this too.
Yeah,
it's like you fucking were trying to sell a Senate seat, asshole.
Yeah,
what the hell are you talking about?
MLK was talking about equal rights. You're fucking hawking shit at auction, dumbass. Hey, $5 here. I need $5. I got $6. Got 677 sold.
That guy.
Me and Gandhi, right there, buddy.
I know. It's like he's just the worst. I mean, I'm watching this thing, and this guy's got like, he's saying that like, well, they're trying to impeach me. Lights went out in the studio. What happened down there?
That one's just playing like weird, man. It just like comes and goes as it's wanting to.
I'm just wondering if there's no if there's no
poltergeist.
No, I was just wondering if there's no power in there, and now me and Carson are basically just talking to each other.
No, it's power. You got the lights on there, so. Yeah.
They certainly do.
Yeah.
My forehead looks shiny. I'm clean.
Makeup.
Yeah, exactly. What I got?
Yeah, that guy's a douche, though.
He is.
They need to fucking throw him out of office.
Well, I think they are. I
don't see any way he's gonna win that battle.
Yeah, he says that he did nothing wrong. He says that it sets a dangerous and chilling precedent for future governors, which is odd. He calls for Rahm Emanuel firing, which is Obama's chief of staff. Why?
No idea.
Okay,
read it.
All right, this is from Politico.com. Blago fire. They just call him Blago on the internets.
Blago.
Oh, this isn't. Oh boy, this is kind of running slow today, there, bud. Oof.
You got a bad site.
I don't think it's a bad site. I think it's a other problem. Hey, by the way, did you see the Lions have just about got their coaching staff taken care of?
What are they doing?
They hired they got Jim Schwartz. He's the new coach.
I heard about that.
I've
never heard of that guy before.
He's the former defensive coordinator of the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, I heard that when they did the press conference. But again, I've never heard of him before.
He's pretty respected. Not a bad hire, I guess. He
can't do no worse.
No, 0-16.
0-16. You can do just as bad, but there's no fucking way you can do worse unless they add games to the schedule.
Yeah. You can't possibly get any worse.
You win a game, you're a fucking success story.
Yeah, that's true. He does have some very low expectations. They hired for the defensive coordinator. I thought an interesting choice was Gunther Cunningham, which is a guy that's been a head coach. He's not a bad hire at all.
Who'd he coach for?
I forget. I think it may have been Kansas City at one point.
Not a bad choice.
He's not going to fucking light the world on fire, but he's not bad. And then they got Scott Linehan, who was the coach of the Rams for a couple of years.
Right, I remember that cat.
He's the offensive coordinator.
I could be a good pick.
I think so.
course, I don't know. Detroit's not had good luck with Rams head coaches coming in for offensive coordinators.
Or they did. I don't know. Like Mike Martz looking back wasn't all that bad.
Yeah. Well, when you look at it, we actually won games when he was here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
really, you take Mike Martz out of the mix, and he was all the wins.
Yeah, that's really. I mean, everybody was bitching about the guy, but turns out he's the reason we won a game.
Yeah.
You know,
he was such a. I liked Mike Martz because he was such an asshole.
Oh god, I just didn't care.
I loved it when remember there was a bunch of there was a bunch of reporters in in the Free Press and the Detroit News, and they kept calling for Mike Martz to use Calvin Johnson more.
Yep.
And then the very next game, as a result of that, he had him throw to Calvin Johnson literally 10 times in a row.
Yep.
And you could kind of see him sitting over there on the sidelines going, whatever.
Yep. Yeah, I thought that was fucking brilliant, personally. Here, this is what you fucking want. You all idiots think you're smarter than me? Here you go.
Yeah,
it didn't work.
But actually, no, remember, it did work because he just knows what he's doing. He was just like, okay, I can do this, but look at how predictable this is.
Right.
It was a great move. I thought he was just a terrific coach.
Yeah, that looking back, we should have got rid of Marinelli and not him.
Yes, maybe.
I really think if we'd have got rid of Marinelli and just made him head coach.
Well, you remember he went to San Francisco, and then all of a sudden J.T. O'Sullivan is just lighting the world on fire. And then they hired some asshole, some guy, and I think they fired Martz again. I think he's out of a job again. But I imagine he's just going to go hang out in San Diego.
He can retire at this point.
Absolutely.
That man's made his money.
I finally got the fire raw manual thing up here, but I don't really think it's all that interesting.
Oh. Yeah. You want to take a break?
Yeah, we can take